Hi guys, welcome to Friday. Every Friday we're here doing it live and we're moving to Thursdays. So next week we'll see you on Thursday, June 18th. And I'll definitely remind you at the end of this video. But today it's Friday, and every Friday we're coming at you from UNR Extension. This is where I work, extension.unr.edu. And if you go onto our website, you'll see all of the amazing things we do, especially in the school district, helping teach nutrition education to the Clark County school system and their students. We also do things like, if you go onto the website, you'll see healthy tips for picky eaters. And that makes me know that today I am dedicating this cooking video to those with picky eaters. And that can be any age, at any home, at any place, at any time. A picky eater is a picky eater. And today I'm dedicating that to you. I want to teach you ways to turn your picky eater into a healthy eater. And we can do it together. You play the biggest role. So we always start my videos with a special quote. Today's quote is coming at you from the 13th President of the United States named Millard Fillmore. And he says, "Change is inevitable, but growth is intentional." That's our quote of the day. And we're also going to give you some signs of strength that we see all over the world during this time. One sign of strength I noticed was at the Anacostia Community Museum, the Smithsonian, DC. They are letting you upload stories and hashtag those moments of resilience, where they'll put your stories in their museum for all the years to come. They want people 15 years from now to read your positive stories and your moments of resilience. And you can go on their website to see how to do that. Also, the extension where I work, if you go onto our website, which is extension.unr.edu, you'll find healthy family relationship tips. You'll find garden starter tips and everything you can think of, and it's free for the community. And I'd love to see you get on there and just check out what we have for you. Also, I'd like to say that people all over the world are creating yard signs. They're putting big signs up in their yards where they're promoting healthy messages. And you can do that too. Your neighbors sure will love it. So let's get started. Today we're doing 3 recipes like we do every week. Today's 3 recipes are a summer potato salad that is going to be so delicious. It's light. It's so airy. There's no mayonnaise. So it's like an Italian style potato salad. And then our second recipe is the sweet spinach muffins. And oh my gosh, am I excited about these muffins. We're also going to be doing a pink mint lemonade. So let's get started. Our first recipe, first I'd like to say, if you ever have any questions, please, we are live. Go ahead and ask your questions and I'll answer them right for you. I'll stop everything I'm doing and make sure we get you the nutrition education that you deserve. So our first recipe is a summer potato salad. This was a fun recipe to make. Let's get to the ingredients. First of all, I boiled a 3-pound bag of red potatoes. I boiled them and then I shocked them. Shocking means draining them and running some cold water over them and then putting them in the refrigerator so they stop cooking. So I've got them already here for you, chopped up. These are potatoes. You can use any potato you like. This is a 3-pound bag. I made half the recipe earlier today and I'm making half of it today. So this is half of a 3-pound bag. But all the other ingredients are exactly the right amounts for your 3-pound recipe. You'll want to bring this to so many barbecues and potlucks. People will think it's so delicious because of how light it is without the mayonnaise and the added fats. So we've got our potatoes. Now we're going to add in our vegetables. So far, I've got our first vegetable, which is a red bell pepper. This is 1 whole red bell pepper, and it's diced in little tiny squares. So mince it nice and little, and look at the color already. And then our next ingredient is a half of a red onion. Again, diced nice and small and nice and thinly. You want everything to come together in one bite for your guests. So far we've got our potatoes, our bell peppers, or red bell pepper, and our red onion. Next up, we're going to do a can of black olives. You can also use Kalamata olives. It's your choice. This is a pitted olive that's already sliced. And the can looks just like this. Canned olives. So it's a smaller can. So now we've got our next cold ingredient, which is going to be a 1/4 cup of chives. Chives look just like these. These are green onions, and boy, are they fun to work with. So I'm going to put these right into this cold potato salad. Next up, we're going to do some dill pickle. This is a spear of a dill pickle. Dill pickles look just like this. In the pickle jar, well, I took one of those dill pickles and I minced it up to put right into my salad. So far we've got our already boiled and cooked potatoes that are cold because they were in the refrigerator. I also added 1 red bell pepper, 1/2 of a red onion, 1 4-ounce can of sliced back black olives, a 1/4 cup of chives, 1 dill pickle, and now I'm going to add the most important ingredient of all, and this is an artichoke. First of all, this is a real artichoke. Artichokes are amazing because they begin with an A, just like amazing begins with an A. This artichoke brings you a lot of nutrition. Well, first of all, it's a flower that's not yet budded. That's exactly what an artichoke is. And March the 16th is National Artichoke Day. It was introduced to England by the Dutch in the 1500s. It was brought to the U.S. in the 19th century. And it has potential medicinal properties, and that's why it was so praised. Until the 16th century, women weren't even allowed to eat these things. Did you know that? It's because it has aphrodisiac properties to it. Anyway, never cook these in aluminum pots. It makes your pots turn gray. That's a good tip to remember. So the top producers are Spain, France, and Italy is #1 in producing artichokes. Artichoke leaf extract is made with tea. They do a tea, and it's in Europe. You need a prescription for it. That's how important artichoke leaf extract is. Can you believe that? 1 medium artichoke brings you 13 carbohydrates, 7 grams of fiber, 4 grams of protein. It brings you 25% of your recommended daily allowance of vitamin C, and it's only 60 calories. It's low in fat, and it's rich in fiber. It's got vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. But let's keep it moving. But I'm so excited about artichokes. So I took a canned artichoke. Canned artichokes look just like this. This is a canned artichoke. You definitely want to buy the one in water. You never want to get the one in oil. The one in water is way more healthier, and it'll make your salad nice and light. So I drained 1 whole can of artichokes, and I took them out of the can and I cut them up into small pieces. And now I'm going to add them to my potato salad. So this potato salad is the kind you'll never forget because it's just so light, delicious, and airy and fresh, and it's got a rainbow of beautiful ingredients. Remember, we've got potatoes, we've got red bell pepper, red onion, black olives, artichokes. We've even got some chives and a dill pickle. Now, we can toss this together. These are all of our cold vegetables, and then we're going to make a dressing. And this potato salad dressing is going to be awesome. So to make a potato salad dressing today, all we'll need is just a few ingredients. Now that I'm done mixing this, I'll get started with the dressing. So the dressing is going to be a beautiful one. We're not using any mayonnaise today. What we'll be using is extra virgin olive oil. We're also going to use fresh chopped garlic, Italian seasoning, Dijon mustard, and pickle juice. That's the whole dressing. Can you believe that? It's going to be awesome. Let's get my measuring spoons and make this dressing. So this dressing calls for 1 tablespoon of pickle juice. So you'll just open your jar of pickles, and you'll just take your tablespoon, and you'll go ahead and put it right into here. Okay? So that's 1 tablespoon of pickle juice. Next up, guys, I'll leave this out here for you to see. Next up, we're going to work with our next ingredient, which is rice wine vinegar. The rice wine vinegar is right here. It costs about $2.50, and this is how I pickled my red onions a few weeks ago. Remember those? Rice wine vinegar we're going to use, let's see here. It's going to be 2 tablespoons of rice wine vinegar. Let's open this up. It's not open yet. My sous chef opened the plastic from it, but he didn't think to open up the cap. And the cap has to be opened. Can I pass this off to you, please? I can't get this cap open. Hey, sous chef. Yeah, it's got the plastic underneath has to be opened. That's okay. We learn from our mistakes. Here you go. So let's keep it moving until my sous chef opens up my rice wine vinegar. Now we're going to start with the extra virgin olive oil. Extra virgin olive oil is going to be used here in 6 tablespoons. We're making a big potato salad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Remember, guys, this is for 3 pounds of potatoes. Okay, so we've got 6 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, and then we're going to use our rice wine vinegar. The rice wine vinegar calls for 3 tablespoons. That's 1, 2, and 3. And now we're going to use some Italian seasonings. The Italian seasonings calls for 2 tablespoons. That's 1 and 2. Let's see what else we have going here. So we've got our fresh garlic cloves, which are right here. And the garlic cloves was 2 cloves of garlic. So now I've got my dressing for my potato salad. Now I'm going to use a whisk, and I'm going to go ahead and mix it together. And it looks just like an Italian dressing. It sure does. We've used some great ingredients in here. Remember, this was pickle juice, rice wine vinegar, extra virgin olive oil. Oh, we didn't use the Dijon mustard yet. Dijon mustard. We're going to need 2 tablespoons of Dijon mustard. You can use yellow mustard. You can not use mustard. You can do whatever you like. This is just my recipe, and you can make it your way. You can even make it spicy if you want. So I've got the Dijon mustard in here. So again, guys, this whole recipe and all of the recipes for today will be put into the comments section after the video is over. You can come back in about 45 minutes and you can look at the whole recipe. I'll go ahead and type it all out for you. So I've got my dressing made with pickle juice, rice wine vinegar, extra virgin olive oil, Dijon mustard, salt and pepper. Here's my salt and pepper. Garlic seasoning, garlic and Italian seasonings. And we got a pinch of each. 1 pinch of salt, 1 pinch of pepper. Alrighty. So I'm only going to use half of this because this I made for a 3-pound portion, and I already made the first half earlier. So I'm going to take this bowl and just pour half of it on and save the other half for the other mixture. So you won't need a lot here because, again, we're looking for a light, beautiful experience. So I'm going to go ahead and mix these up. Oh, it's already looking so beautiful. I wish you could see it. It's gorgeous. It's got great color, and it's so nice and tangy. It's going to be a great addition to any barbecue or any dish or any meal. I mean, how can you go wrong with this beautiful dish? I'm going to go ahead and show this to you and give you a nice view of it. This is Chef Suzie's summer potato salad. I'll go ahead and plate this for you so that you can try it too. Remember, guys, we want to eat the rainbow. We always want to stick to what's good for us and our family. There's your potato salad. So about potatoes, because we study nutrition science, and everybody on here today live with us are nutrition science educators, that's a team, and we are all a team. Everybody, hi. I want to say hi to my nutrition team. So if you have any questions, you're in the right place. So when it comes to potatoes, I'd like to let you know that potatoes were first introduced by Thomas Jefferson. In 1801, he brought them to the White House, and it was the first vegetable to ever be used and grown in space. It was used in space because NASA figured out that potatoes can feed astronauts on long space voyages. So that's a good tip. Also, the present day, Idaho is the largest producer for potatoes. Potatoes are naturally gluten-free. 1 medium potato, about this size right here, like what I use for my 3-pound bag, that's 1 medium potato, has 110 calories, and it has 27 milligrams of vitamin C. That's pretty good. It also has B6, fiber, potassium. It has more potassium than a banana. Can you believe that? It also has iron, and it's got protein. Don't forget the skin. I used the skin today in my potato salad because the skins have a lot of nutrition in them. Thick skins are robust and chewy, where thin-skinned potatoes have delicate texture, great for salads. This is a thin-skinned potato. The skin of the potato contributes more of some nutrients than inside the potato. Would you believe that? So why take the skins off? Go ahead and enjoy them. Heavily pigmented skins and flesh provide high levels of antioxidants. Well, why would you want to take those away and throw them away? I don't. So make sure you make your potato salad with skins too. So do we have any questions on the first recipe today? So if you have any questions in the house, I'm here for you. So we can get started on our second recipe, and our second recipe is a good one. It's my most excited one, which, hey, sous chef, can you bring my cupcake pans? I'm gonna need those, if you don't mind. So our second recipe, yes, we're making cupcakes. Well, they're actually muffins, and they're made with spinach. Can you believe we're making spinach muffins? I have to let you guys know that when I made these, I thought to myself, I wonder if I could sell these to the kids I teach. I wonder if they'd like them. After I had a bite, I could not believe how good they taste. For some reason, the banana cancels out the whole taste of the spinach. I'm going to show them to you right now because I'm so excited. These are spinach green muffins, packed with so many vitamins and minerals, except they taste just like delicious banana muffins. They're so good, and I can't wait to show you how to make them. These are called sweet spinach muffins. Let me get a new fresh set of gloves. So our sweet spinach muffins is a pretty simple recipe to make. It was a lot of fun to make, and I'm excited about it. Once I bit into it, I said, bingo. I thought maybe I'd have to alter the recipe a little bit and keep messing around with it, but no, it came right out the way it was supposed to, and it's going to do that for you too. So with all muffins, we always do a dry mix and a wet mix, and then we bring them together at the end. So let's do the wet mix first. The wet mix, you'll need a food processor or a blender, just like this one here, and you'll need one whole bag. That's right, one whole bag of spinach. That's a whole bag of spinach. It's going right inside this blender. Can you believe it? It's exciting to know. With my coffee this morning, I had a spinach muffin, and it was just so exciting to know that I was getting all of those beautiful nutrient-rich ingredients right into my breakfast. I mean, what a great way to start the day. Spinach is awesome. It's green. We like to keep it green. It's also a goose foot fountain. So it's from the goose foot. Oh, we have a question. Okay, guys, everybody stop everything. We got a question. What do we got?
Can you use canned spinach if bagged isn't available?
You can definitely use canned spinach. You can use canned, frozen, fresh. Whatever you can afford is the best way to go. Any more questions over there? So back to spinach. Spinach was introduced to China in the 7th century. It came to the U.S. in 1806. March 26th is National Spinach Day. How crazy is that? It's right near my birthday. The spinach leaves are a mild diuretic. It's also a mild laxative. It really does help you go to the bathroom, if you know what I'm saying. That's how much fiber is in spinach. Spinach is a cool season crack. It's also a dark green vegetable that we need to get into our bodies more than we do already. It's got vitamin A, vitamin C. It's got insoluble fiber. It has iron. It has everything. It's great for your skin, for your hair. It's put it this way. 1 cup of spinach, just 1 cup, has 7 calories, 1 gram of protein, 30 milligrams of calcium, and 167 milligrams of potassium. This is a potassium day. Friday's the best day. So I'm going to put a whole bag of spinach, but before I finish the bag, I'm going to mix this a little bit so it gets a little, makes a room. Believe it or not, this whole bag of spinach, after I blend it, only comes out to about right here. But first we're going to add 2 eggs. So we're going to throw 2 eggs right into the blender, just like so. Very simple. We'll need those 2 eggs to bind our muffins together. And then next up, we're going to add some yogurt. That's right, guys. Froyo. It's not frozen yogurt. It's Greek yogurt. I used a vanilla-flavored Greek yogurt. I thought to myself, what if I used a peach flavor? What would they taste like? I bet they'd be great. So I'm going to use, right here, this is Greek yogurt, and it's vanilla flavored, which I think made a really nice addition to these muffins. So the Greek yogurt calls for a 1/2 cup. So I'm going to put my 1/2 cup right inside this, and there's my 1/2 cup of Greek yogurt right into the blender, just like that. So far we're using a whole bag of spinach, 2 eggs, a 1/2 cup of Greek yogurt, and then we're going to keep it moving to our sweet section, which is agave. Agave is a sweetener, Just like behind me, this plant right here, that's a blue agave. And that's where this comes from. Agave is a great way of sweetening up a lot of your dishes. My sister uses it in her coffee. Agave is where the leaves are extracted. These leaves right here are extracted off the plant after it grows 7 to 14 years. That's when you can get the extracts from it. The juice is extracted from the pinna, which is the core. This has 1 teaspoon of agave has 60 calories, just to let you know. So in this recipe, it calls for 1/4 cup, quarter cup of agave. You can see agave is light and delicate, and it's great used in baking because of how light and neutrally tasting it is. So I've got my quarter cup of agave nectar, my spinach, my froyo, my 2 eggs. These are the wet ingredients. We'll do the dry ingredients next. So next we're going to need some vegetable oil. It's going to call for 2 tablespoons. 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. Okay. Alrighty. That's 1 and 2. So our wet ingredients, we got the vegetable oil, we've got the Greek yogurt, we've got the 2 eggs, a whole bag of spinach, and then we're going to need a teaspoon of vanilla extract. 1 teaspoon. How's everybody doing out there? It's always great to see you on Fridays. It's so exciting. But next week, we're moving over to Thursdays. Thirsty Thursdays with Chef Suzie. So we'll let you know. We'll keep you posted. We've got a question. Everybody, stop what you're doing. We got a question. What do you got?
Can you substitute grapeseed oil?
Of course. I was going to use grapeseed oil, but I used vegetable oil because it made it nice and thicker. The grapeseed oil is just a little too light for baking. Grapeseed oil is great for high temperatures, like on the grill on a saute pan. So I didn't use it here. I used vegetable oil. So let's see what else we have here. We've got, one more thing. We're going to use a frozen ripe banana. See this banana? Before I put it in the freezer, it looked like this because I let it get nice and ripe. That way, all of the sugars are there to make your muffins taste amazing. And my goal here is to make these muffins taste so good that even the pickiest eaters like them. So if you have children at home that you're going to sell this green muffin to, you can tell them that you use food coloring to make their favorite Hulk muffins. Or you can tell them you use food coloring to make them green because green's their favorite color. You can do whatever it takes, but these muffins do taste amazing. So I'm taking my frozen banana. I'm just putting it up, chopping it up with my hands and putting it right in here. Let's see if I can get some more spinach inside here. And then I'm going to put the lid on and I'm going to blend it. And then we're going to bring it down to a lower level so I can add the rest of the spinach. So it's blending time. Again, guys, these are the wet ingredients to the recipe. Let's blend these up. Here we go. As you can see, it went all the way down to the bottom. So it's a little now, but now I can add my more spinach. So remember, guys, we're using the whole bag. So if in your grocery store, you can find a bag like this, and this whole bag right here equals out the amount of, let's see what it says on the bag. On the bag, it says it is 8 ounces. 8 ounces of spinach goes in this recipe. And all of these beautiful, beautiful vitamins and minerals go into your body. That's the best part about this recipe. So I've got the rest of my spinach. I'm going to blend it one more time. Remember, we want to blend it up so there's no chunks of spinach in our muffins. Oh yeah, it's perfect. Absolutely perfect. So now we can put this aside and work on our dry ingredients. We are making the world's best green spinach muffins that you'll ever see. Let's get started with the dry ingredients. So the dry ingredients are pretty simple. Very, very easy. What we're going to do is 2 cups of flour. I've got my flour right here. You can use any flour you like. Whole wheat pastry flour is really nice. Any flour works. But what I like to do with my flour is use this little sifter so that everything gets sifted perfectly. So I need 2 cups of flour. So here's 1 cup, and here's 2 cups. 2 cups of flour. Next up, we're going to do baking soda and baking powder, and that's going to be 1 teaspoon of each. So we're going to do 1 teaspoon of baking powder. We're going to sift all of this together, guys. That's the move. 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and then 1 teaspoon of baking soda. One and one, easy enough. We're also going to do a whole tablespoon of cinnamon. At first I said, why would I use a whole tablespoon of cinnamon? But it really does make the recipe perfect because the cinnamon and the banana are the stars here. Believe it or not, they make this muffin work. So don't forget, it's 1 whole tablespoon of cinnamon, and we're going to need a pinch of salt. And that's it, guys. That's all the dry ingredients. So once I sift these into this bowl, then I can combine my green liquid to make my muffins. And it's that simple, guys. That simple. So I'm just going to go ahead and sift these right into the bowl because you always want to separate your dry from your wet and then combine them at the end and then put them into your muffin tins. By the way, you want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. These muffins only take 20 minutes, and boy, do they come out amazing. You're not going to believe it. You're really not. I couldn't stop thinking about it because I just did not think they were going to come out that great. But they are the best snack of all, and you can freeze them and use them anytime you want. Now, the reason I'm sifting is because, see, I'm seeing chunks of baking powder and baking soda. You never want that in your mixture, so I'm glad I did this. So I'm almost done sifting this into my bowl, and we're going to move forward right on to mixing them together. So I've got them in here. Now I'm going to pour my green liquid right into the bowl, just like that. So I've got my dry and I've got my wet. I'm going to get every little last drop of spinach because why not? We're here for spinach, aren't we? The medieval artists used to use spinach. They extracted it to use it in pigments for their inks and their paints. Isn't that cool? And it also adds so much bulk to your digestive system because it helps you go to the bathroom. A lot of people don't like to talk about that, but a lot of people do. I'm letting you know, you have problems going to the bathroom, eat more spinach. It is amazing, and it makes it such a pleasurable experience. And I know we all need that. So I'm mixing this up. It only takes a couple minutes to mix up. I'm going to prepare my muffin pans, and I'm going to spray them with non-stick spray. Hey, sous chef, can you preheat my oven to 350, please? I'm going to throw these right in the oven. They only take 20 minutes, guys. And it's hard to wait when they come out because they're so hot and they blow up and they're so delicious. I think the Greek yogurt really helped them. So I've got it all mixed up. And I'm going to spray my pans with my non-stick spray. Again, we're here making sweet spinach muffins. And look at this. Some kids would say, that looks disgusting. Well, guess what? If I was in front of them and they tasted it, they'd want another one. So it's your job to make sure they eat them. Let them know that you made them specially green for them. And that's why this recipe is dedicated to those out there fighting the fight of picky eaters. It's no fun, but we can win because we're in charge. I'm going to spray my muffin pans with a non-stick spray. You can use any non-stick spray you like. I'm just using a Pam olive oil. So I've got them sprayed, and I've got my recipe ready to go. Now I'm just going to put them right in to the muffin tins. Very simple. So you don't want to fill them up all the way. I filled them up all the way yesterday, and they came out huge. I mean, look how big they are. They're just so big and fluffy. See how big they are? So I was thinking maybe I won't fill them up all the way, and I'll fill them up almost all the way instead of going over. So what I did was I filled all these up, and then I sliced 1 slice of banana on top of each muffin. So when they came out, they looked just like this with the banana on top. The reason I did it was, for one, it's really nice to add a color. And it shows your child that they are having a banana muffin because these do taste like banana and cinnamon muffins. They do not taste like spinach. I repeat, these do not taste like spinach, which is the coolest thing ever. And I'm excited about it because picky eaters are not fun, but we can win, guys. We can do it together. This is a sweet spinach muffin. So you've got your oven preheated for 350 degrees. These are only going to cook for 20 minutes. And they blow up really fast. They're just so light and fluffy too. You can see all that beautiful spinach working for you there. Just gonna make sure I get these. See here. Who here likes to make healthy muffins for your family? What a great thing to have in the morning. If you put these in the freezer, pop them in the microwave for 10 seconds, you're good to go. Do we have any questions on these beautiful muffins? I was thinking how I'd like to add almonds to them or even oatmeal. There's so many things you can do. It's up to you. You can add maybe if it takes whatever it takes. If you have to add something your child loves to get them to eat these muffins, please, good luck. So I've got all my muffin tins filled up, and now I'm going to put a slice of banana on top of each one. That's like a garnish. So I'm using my ripe banana so it tastes even better. I'm going to slice these out and put them right on top of the muffins. Pretty simple, guys. And it adds a little color, adds a little flavor. They love it. These are a no-brainer, guys. They're delicious, and the recipe will be in the comments section in about 45 minutes after the video today. So you can come back, you can shop for your ingredients, and you can change the world with the green spinach muffins. So they're ready to pop in the oven on 350 for 20 minutes. And these are amazing. I'm excited about them. They're going to be great. Our last recipe of the day is a lemonade. It's not just any lemonade. It's an awesome lemonade. And the reason why we're doing lemonade is because it's summertime. People are thirsty. Let's give them what they deserve. Let's give them a beautiful drink. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to make a beautiful drink. This is called a pink mint lemonade. And there's only a few ingredients. We're going to use agave. We're going to use fresh raspberries. Of course, you could use frozen. So agave, raspberries. We're also going to use lemon. My lemon. Okay. And that's it. Oh, and some fresh mint. This is our fresh mint. Those are the 4 ingredients to this delicious drink. They're going to be great. First, we're going to need a cup to put it in, and we're going to need some ice cubes. But not just any ice cubes. Of course, I made awesome ice cubes with my ice cube maker that I showed last week. I'm not sure if any of you guys got it, but they sell it at Target. It's super inexpensive, and they make these big, huge squares, and you can put anything in them. Last week, I put the hibiscus flowers, and they were awesome, and I love using them. This week, I put lemons, whole pieces of lemon right into the ice cube. So it'll just make our drink that much better. So I've got my ice cubes with lemon dropped in. The first thing we're going to do here, guys, is we're going to make a puree. Not just any puree. We're going to make a raspberry puree because the raspberry puree is going to help our lemonade turn pink and be delicious. What you'll need is a little tiny blender or a food processor like this one. And remember, guys, we're making a puree. You can do this with strawberries. You can do it with blueberries. We're doing it with raspberries. I'm going to put the whole pint of raspberries right into this food processor. And then I'm going to put some agave. How much agave? Let's see here. Let's see what I have here for agave. I've got 3/4 cup of water. Let's see. We need agave is going to be 1 tablespoon of agave. 1/4 cup of agaves. Guys, we're going to need 1/4 cup of agave. That's 1/4 cup. It's going right into the blender here. So we've got 1/4 cup of agave and a whole pint of strawberries. That's it. And we're going to blend this together. We're going to blend it together and make a puree. You can use this puree on your desserts, ice cream. You can use it any way you like. Oh, we're also going to need a little bit of water in here. Let's see here. Water, let's see. How much water do we need? We're going to need 3/4 cup of water. So 1/3 cup of water. See here? Okay, how much water do we need?
1/3 cup.
1/3
That
cup.
is for the beverage itself. You need to add that to the glass later on.
That's true.
measured out.
Yeah, I don't have any other water here, so I'm going to go ahead and use this water
You have
for
a
the
bottle of water
1/3
right
cup.
next to you.
Yeah. So this is going to be for the lemonade, and this is going to be for the recipe. So we're going to use 1/3 cup of water in this recipe right here. There we go. And then we're going to blend it, okay? I've got a blender right here. It's a little food processor. And then I'm going to go ahead and mix it and make a puree. Oops, got to be plugged in now. Oh, it is plugged in. Got to make sure you got everything set up for success. Let's see here. Whoops. There we go. All right. This is a raspberry puree, and it's already ready to go. It's that simple, and it's that delicious. Now we're going to make one lemonade. Now, if you're making a big batch, you can figure out how much you'll need. In this one, we're going to use 1 glass, 1 whole fresh squeezed lemon. Let's cut this lemon in half, and let's squeeze it out for some fresh lemon juice. We've already made our puree. Earlier, I made a strawberry puree, and you can make strawberry purees too. It's so simple, and it's so light because I used agave instead of sugar. So I've got my half of lemon. Now I'm going to do my other half of lemon. We are making a pink mint lemonade. Alrighty. Got a whole lemon squeeze, and we're going to put this right into the glass, holding back the seeds. There we go. It's a whole lemon. I got my 1 whole lemon, and now I'm going to use 3/4 cup of water. I'm going to pour that right over top. I'm also going to use some fresh mint leaves, but before I do that, I'm going to smack my glass with the mint because that's what the real drink masters do. They smack the glass with the mint, and you can YouTube that and see. Smack it in there and then put the mint leaves right inside. I'll take them right off. I did wash these off, but I'm going to put them right in. So I got the mint in there, and we're going to save a piece for the garnish as well. So I've got my fresh mint. I'm going to mix it up just a little bit, and then I'm going to add my puree. So your puree, you can use as much as you want, but I'm just going to use a little tiny bit, mix it up, and it's already nice and pink. And then I'm going to taste it. Let's do a taste test to see how this tastes. Oh, needs a little bit more of raspberry puree. There we go. And then we're going to mix it up. It's got these beautiful ice cubes with the lemons in it. It's got the mint, and it even has a mint garnish because we're doing things right around here. Now, let's try this wonderful pink lemonade. It's perfect. It also has a full lemon. We're talking about alkalizing properties. We're talking about a healthy drink that's satisfying, delicious, and look what it's doing for you. We have so much fun what we're doing, guys. We usually go every Friday, but starting next week, we're going Thursdays. We will see you Thursday, June 18th. We're going to make Suzie's sweet street corn in a healthy way. We're also going to do a grilled watermelon salad, and then we're going to do a watermelon and mint lemonade because we love what we're doing, and we hope you do too. Thank you for tuning in. Keep it healthy, and we'll see you on Thursday. Thank you so much.